And it's just really neat to see these things, these big hulking masses. And I think that's the reason why I did lots of the wide angle landscapes, is because I wanted to incorporate those as the subject really in the entire landscape, which is really cool. So yeah, that's just a little bit about those. But they're really cool to find and see. And there's a couple of them. It's not in Hocking Hills, but there's one called Steamboat Rock that looks kind of like a steamboat. So it's had that name
Hmm.
forever, basically. So they create these unique shapes with them, which is really cool too.
That's awesome. What would you say is the biggest one you saw there? Like, what's like the
Ooh.
scale on this?
Um, that's a good question. I mean, like, there's a few of them I just kind of like gawked at. Honestly, I was like, I should have brought the tape measure, and just tried to wrap around because you need so many tape measures just to even wrap around at once. I don't know. There's one good image actually from Compass Hollow I got, where I offset it with the rule of thirds, and there's like a mossy, all this greenery and gorgeous stuff, and there's all this moss in the slump block, and there's like this tree that's kind of jutting in. The slump block's on the left side, position off to there, and then there's a very thin but noticeable and apparent mossy tree trunk that's just like jutting out of the right side, and it looks like it's connecting to the slump block, so it kind of like leads
Hmm.
your eye in a little bit, which is a pretty cool technique. And then there's like a shallow, kind of almost dried out creek that's like running underneath that tree trunk. And then I think off as I'm looking at right now is actually there's like some stone steps that was later on the trail, like where I eventually went after taking the shot. But from my viewpoint, I mean, those steps are very, very small in comparison. Like it's just the scale, which I hope the photos kind of like convey, but like honestly, you have to be there in person to kind of witness it.
Hmm.
Because like the scale, like compared to your average human, is just it's incredible. So I mean, yeah, it was really neat to see those. And I mean, if you like rocky habitat, speaking, like this is like the best place I say. It's just got so much cool stuff going for it. And these massive, at least in Concourse Hollow, this blackhand sandstone, you can just see the layers on both sides of the wall, and it's towering above you, like almost like a skyscraper height. Like it is insane. And then you can even go on the rim trail at the very top and go off to like the edge. And I don't know, I couldn't fathom like it was midday light, so I didn't take much shots up there, but like I could just imagine like peak fall color, sunrise or sunset, like that like view up there. There's many views, of course, but like that view up there was like as mountainous as Ohio looks. Like you're above the trees, like very high up, and it was insane, and windy, of course, too. But yeah, if you ever get like fear of heights or vertigo, like this is definitely not a place to go. At least on the upper part, maybe even the lower part too, depending on how you feel. Because it's just everything just feels you feel it's like so small. You just feel so small in this area, which is kind of humbling to say the least.
Hmm. And I think a wide angle can definitely help convey that too. So it's probably good you were mostly using that.
Yeah. I just found it worked. I don't know. It worked for like almost all occasions, and even like the quieter, because like that place is so popular, like almost all year basically. And I was going at a very popular time, that late summer where it's still pretty warm out. It was very hot the days I was there. So there's tons of people passing back and forth. Even the one-way trails, I was passing people kind of like hiking to my whatever destination if I had a shot in mind, and I want to get it in the good light. So there's like a lot of people there, but like even the quieter moments, I'm just like, the shots I was getting were just like still those big kind of wider angles. As I keep referencing, but I just found it worked. Even I went to the nearby John Glenn Astronomy Park, which that in of itself was amazing and worth the trip out. Just because I never, it's literally the darkest sky in Ohio. Like I think no
Hmm.
one would like argue against that. And the 3 nights I was there, I went two of the 3 nights. After dark, after hiking at the normal places, the other places, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go up the road a few minutes and go up to this astronomy park